welcome back. It's AstroLOVE time. And I am here with the stunning, the amazing, the beautiful, the brunette, Heather Fisk.
I need to have
Look
a
at this
fan
glamour
set up.
queen. Seriously, where's your Beyonce fan? We need your hair flowing in the back. There we go. There we go. There's a fan. There's a fan.
Oh, thank you. Teamwork.
Makes the dream work.
Not gonna lie, I got a little dizzy from that.
Oh no.
I know. I need to practice my diva moves.
It's all in the spotting.
Right?
It's all in the spotting.
I'm only a fake dancer. I'm not a real dancer yet.
One of the first things they teach you in dance class when you start doing turns or anything with your head, like keep your eyes focused on one thing. Keep your eyes focused on
I need to start remembering
crazy,
that. I've been listening to a lot of Mariah Carey lately, thanks to the Mariah series on Peloton.
Yes.
And it is just like it is lighting.
Hold on. You have Peloton? The bike?
I don't have a Peloton, but I have the app so I can do the classes.
Say, girl, we should be riding together. Tell me your screen name. Okay, that's different.
Yeah, I have it. So I use the like bike and stuff and the treadmill at my gym, but I log into the Peloton app and take the classes. The Heather Fisk.
Oh my God. Of course. Okay. I'm going to find you.
We're always on.
We're going to ride together. Yes.
And like anyone listening to this right now, take this as an open invite. Follow us, invite us to classes, especially like if you want to do like a Mariah Carey themed. I'm doing them multiple times over and over again because I can't get enough. It is the best way to start your day. Cody Rixey and Emma Lovewell do like a duo ride together, Mariah Carey theme. And
oh my gosh.
I love to once a week. I've been doing that in the morning and it is the best day after that. Like I'm just a vibe for the rest of the day.
Okay, we're so doing that. I'm going to find you right after we're done recording this. Mine is Queen of the Sun.
Love that.
That's my handle. Solana Beach, California. Queen of the Sun. Yes.
Love it.
I will warn you though, I am quite
competitive. Have an AstroLOVE community on Peloton, and I love that.
Yeah. I love it. This is how we do it, people. Welcome back. It's another month. How has April treated you? Let's just start off there.
Oh,
you go first.
April has been a month of I don't even know.
That's how it's been.
Wow. She's been crazy. That portal opened up and like I'm just gonna say it. I warned y'all, okay? I warned you. The portal's gonna open up. Big things are gonna happen, okay? Either things are gonna start falling apart or you're gonna get launched forward. Either way, we're gonna have some chaos. Things are gonna pick up. We were done with the slumpies. Shit's happening. Aries energy. We're getting things started. We are moving. We are fast paced. We are just not thinking about things and we're just doing. And even though I warned everyone, I wasn't fully prepared myself.
Is there coffee in that cup right now? Just curious.
Hot water. And that is a fun fact about Heather. I love hot water. No tea. No lemon, no honey. I don't always want something in my water. Sometimes I just like a hot water.
Interesting. Gonna put that right there.
I think it's because I talk a lot.
Whatever helps.
Hydrate and soothe my tool. My instrument.
Oh my goodness. That makes perfect sense. No judgment here.
I get judged on it a lot.
Well, it is interesting. I did not expect hot water.
It is strange. Okay. I see myself.
So I love you. But yes, April has been a month. And I will say, yes, you did warn us. You gave us ample notes. I can actually go back to my 4 pages of notes from last month. And yet, yeah, I still don't think I was fully prepared.
No, I think like cue Miley Cyrus, April came in like a wrecking ball.
Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously. Portals,
Yeah.
retrogrades, eclipses,
Yeah. We went
transits. I
from
mean,
4 months to start the year of like not a lot of cosmic activity.
yeah.
And then it just all came at once.
Yeah. Totally feeling Aries energy, Taurus. It was so funny. Your message earlier to me regarding Taurus energy.
It's true. Brandy comes sliding into my DMs like, hey, I've got back-to-back appointments here. We've got to like stay on the ball. And I'm like, okay, Taurus, efficiency and effectiveness.
We must stay on point. The drill sergeant came in today. So if this episode seems a little more, that's why. It's my fault. With that in mind, what's going on? Like, tell us some good stuff that has happened this month for you. Well, let's come out of all the chaos.
Oh, it has just been like booked, busy, things happening. I ended up, my sister-in-law and I had started a collaboration with each other, Rebel Wellness, in August. And we are finally getting back to, we took the winter off. And so we finally got back into getting this collaboration off and running. We both joined and added Arbonne to our businesses. So we have an Arbonne team together. So like soft plug, we've been using the products for a long time. It's so good. So if anyone wants to talk about like products that'll help you get better from the inside out,
yes,
I'm your girl, hit me up. But like beyond that as well, Rebel Well, it's we teamed up. She's an RMT. She is a master in physical body movement, mobility, especially if you have any sort of pains, like training your body for life, as well as nutrition. And then I'm a real master when we come into the mindset and energy work. So we've come to the realization that like we're a true holistic approach when we join our forces together.
Yes.
And yeah, we're really excited about this community that we're creating. So if anyone wants to get in on the community, we've just started a free Facebook group that we're going to be posting in there, but we've also got some amazing programming that's going to be coming through that's going to be accessible because we just want to get the message out of there and then as well extend this offer of this amazing product from a company that like I never saw this for myself. I've been such like an anti like network marketing person.
Everyone says that until they get into it.
And it really is the business and the product. Like it's Arbonne is the certified B Corp, which most people don't know what that means, but that means it's an incredible high standard, not just of the quality of the product, but how the business actually shows up, their sustainability, the way that they treat people, their business ethics. It's just like, it's a no-brainer. You fuel yourself from the inside out with just really high quality, good products made from a really good company. It's just high vibe through and through.
I love that. Yeah, I've been a fan of Arbonne for years. When I remember the very first introduction I went to with it, and the woman was explaining just like in our skincare, makeup, the list of ingredients not allowed versus what's allowed here versus European standards. It just blew my mind.
You guys, the fact that like when we say we have European standards, it means that North American standards are disgusting.
Shit.
Disgusting. We don't have standards.
No, we don't.
It is absolutely insane. Yeah. So that's like the biggest thing. Like I've had like some really amazing clients on board, a lot of opportunities. And yeah, it has been a month that has just been like the fabric has been shook and thrust forward is what's happening.
I will never forget that visual you painted for us last month when you said that. It's like the universe just comes and shakes up the carpet and either stuff lands where it's supposed to or everything gets shaken up.
You will get to where you're supposed to go.
Exactly. Isn't there something launching in a couple days, or has it already passed? Was that the Facebook group?
Oh yeah. That has launched. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Not me, like, what am I forgetting?
I want to make sure we're listing all the things.
Yeah, so our Rebel Well Facebook group has launched. We did a digital wellness week this week. So that's been really fun and really good. And just like, I have not been in the zone of really teaching over like the last 4 months. And it's been so good to get back into that space of really like getting in with people and teaching and coaching and getting into the thick of it. And it's just feeling really good.
I feel like you're a natural teacher. I mean, and remind me, what's your profile?
4/6.
That's why. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if anyone's wondering too, like my Mars and Venus are in Leo, so like on a large scale, like I'm meant to be seen and famous.
Boom, baby. Hence the outfit, glamour.
It's in the 11th house too, honey. So it is all about the bigger scale, building community. I'm on stage. Anywhere I can find one.
Give her a mic. Where's a mic?
Happiest when she's in front of a mic and the cameras are on.
Own it. I love it. This is one more reason why I love you.
I need to be on Bravo.
Seriously, we need to work on that.
I need Andy in the camera is one of my favorite things to say.
Every time something comes on Bravo and I think about you and I'm like, Heather should be here. She should be on this episode or this segment or whatever.
Thank you. Give the people what they want.
That needs to happen.
Give the people what I want.
Just on a side note too. But yeah. What were they? I know I'm going off on my own tangent. I just had a thought though. I just signed up for this thing in LA where it's like an all-day fitness, workout, spa treatment, mindset coaching. It's a whole thing. But I just had a thought because Cody from Peloton is going to be there. He's the MC. It's going to be insane. You know it. But I just thought there needs to be something like that. And you need to be there. Can you see that?
No, my number one like aspirational BFF is Cody Rigsby. I just know we would have a good time. Same with Bowen Yang and Matt Rogers.
Yes.
I'm just gonna start like peppering these things out there.
Cody, if you're listening, maybe you should come to LA and we should go to this event together. Put you in close proximity to him.
I think for sure, like I have this just genuine belief that all I need, like for the people that I have as aspirational BFFs or for my celebrity husbands, all I need is like 2 minutes one-on-one. That's it.
I love it.
It would want more. But all I need is just that 2-minute one-on-one to plant that hook. Same with Andy Cohen. Andy Cohen is another aspirational BFF of mine.
Oh my gosh.
Like just even a DM, I would drop. Like I don't even know what I would do if that actually happened. But a girl can dream.
When this airs, we're gonna tag all these people nonstop. They will know who Heather Fisk is.
Think that I don't do that already. But the more people that do it, the more on board it shows the universe that we are, and just take this into control. And I know I say not like resist the urge for active manifestation during an eclipse portal. And I'm once again going against what I say, but you know what? We seize opportunity.
We're
just putting it out there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So people, help us out. We need to connect Heather with these people.
If you would like a list, a formalized list of the people and the connections I'm looking for, please slide into my DMs at the Heather Fisk.
I love that. Oh my God. Okay. Down to business.
Oh my God. Okay. So you guys, welcome to Taurus season. Oh, we are kicking off May under this gorgeous, sexy, sensual, money-loving, success-driven babe. Some of our celeb friends that are gorgeous sun sign Taurus: Lizzo, my girl Cher, Gal Gadot, Rosario Dawson, Kimora Lee Simmons, Miss Tina Fey, Kelly Clarkson, Channing Tatum, David Beckham, George Clooney, Enrique Iglesias, George Lucas, the devil himself, Mark Zuckerberg, Janet Jackson, and Sam Smith.
The devil himself. Love him or hate him. What a great, varied list.
Right? Great.
Like, I feel like, yeah, I feel like all those people are so different in a way. So like that makes me think Taurus has many different sides to it in a sense.
Yeah, Taurus is, let's talk about it.
But segue.
Oh, so some fast facts about Taurus. Taurus is represented by the symbol of the bull, and the season that it rules over is mid-spring. It's also ruled by Venus, which is our planet of culture and love and sensuality and beauty and culture. Venus also loves material and money, honey, which is where that influence from Taurus comes from. Why Taurus is the original material girl. And I am a material girl. The elements that are associated with Taurus is, of course, earth, real grounded, a real like salt of the earth. And again, where the association with money and stability and security really comes from. It's a fixed sign as it is mid in the season. And it also has a negative or yin polarity, which means it's not a real active energy. It's more chill.
And yin is feminine. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the mission statement that Taurus holds is I have. Or you can think of it as show me the money.
Show me the money. Show me the money.
Yes.
So some of the traits that we look for or that we see in Taurus is it's more introverted and receptive. It's that yin energy. It's slow and steady. It's a little bit cautious, a little bit trepidatious. Aries we saw is like ramming through doors. It is blindly running forward, just experiencing everything like a baby deer. And Taurus is like kind of backing off and like checking to see the stability of the ground before like committing to making that step, you know?
Gotcha.
It's security seeking. It loves stability. I'm a Cancer sun. I fuck hard with a Taurus. Taurus are beautiful companions for Cancers for that reason. Cancers really need that safety and security in order for them to feel vulnerable and at peace. And Taurus really loves to create that space for themselves, but for others as well. So they're also very sensual creatures. That's that Venus side that's coming out with them, and that earthiness. So not overtly sexual, but definitely more in the sensual side of things. They're getting more into the eroticism, the touching, the taste, the smells. Nice. They're very patient and slow to anger. They tend to be more calm and measured. They're very thoughtful in what it is that they're doing, very intentional. So the same thing with Aries as they're like wanting to do and like experience everything. They're like brand new baby energy. They want to experience everything because they don't know that there's any sort of limitations. And Taurus, when we cross over into Taurus season, Taurus is like, okay, that's exhausting and not very sustainable. So I'm going to take a step back and assess all of my interests. And I'm going to pick the ones that have the greatest ROI. And then I'll make a plan and focus on those.
That's genius.
Right?
Love it.
So they're very efficient, effective. They're very like management and growth minded, especially when it comes to growing their resources. They are famously extremely loyal, which again is another thing that Cancers really appreciate. They're very, very determined and they have a lot of endurance. And they can be very resourceful. They really are like where the statement of like where there's a will, there's a way starts to stem from.
I did not realize all this from the Taurus. I had a very different impression of them.
Oh, I love a Taurus. Things Heather says every episode.
Yes, yes. Okay, so I know I feel like you kind of expressed that there's no good or bad signs, right? Mm-hmm. And even though you said like Cancer and Taurus go very well together, can you say what does not go well with the Taurus? Like what?
I don't love it because it's really like when it comes down to, okay, this is actually like a great caveat. So when we're talking about like compatibility and stuff, if we're looking at like friendships or romance, you want to look more at the 3 personal signs. We have a tendency to look at just the sun signs because that's typically what everyone knows.
Right.
And that's just somebody's like personality and identity. When we look at things like Mercury, Venus, or Mars, that's when we're starting to get into communication styles, the way that we show and receive love, and the way that we take action and the way that we fight. And so those have a lot more bearings in our compatibility than just someone's sun sign.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I love that. How we communicate, how we take action, and how we fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. Thank you for that. Continue.
You just know that I love to like make a statement and then completely ignore my own statements. Famously, I say that we shouldn't just like think like of compatibility between our signs because we're so much more than just one sign. I'm like, give me a Taurus.
They are pretty amazing though.
They are. And next month I'll tell you why Gemini is my favorite too.
I'm really excited for that one. I can't wait. I can't wait for June.
That Gemini I do have a soft spot for because my future husband, Chris Evans, is a Gemini.
Well, I was just wondering if you wanted to, go out sometime.
Chris, if you're listening.
Add it to the list.
Yes.
Oh my God, you guys, I'm wild today.
I love it.
Okay. So some archetypes that we experience with Taurus, we have the business billionaire tycoon, the gourmet chef, the singer, the wedding planner, the banker and business manager, human resources, financial analyst, massage therapist, vintage clothing shop owner.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
So let's talk justice for Taurus. Taurus, I feel doesn't get the love that they deserve. I feel like they're kind of overlooked. And that can come from coming off the heels of like fiery Aries and right before we have like chatter social butterfly Gemini. I feel like Taurus kind of flies under the radar a little bit. I feel that way about all of our earth signs because they tend to be more relaxed and chill. Like water signs, emotional, intuitive. Like, when you got a like heavy water experience in front of you. Same thing with air. They're like all over the map, and fire. They're action takers. They're go, go, go. And then we've got like our earth people who are like, chill out. Like, we got stuff to do and we will accomplish it. But they're taking like it's the things, the less sexy approach that everyone like is not like jazzed about. So they kind of get forgotten and left behind. But then like everyone knows Virgo because Virgos are little perfectionists, and Capricorn is like the entrepreneur who's taking over the freaking world. Hello, Jeff.
Right.
So Taurus kind of gets left behind. And they can be accused of being enormously stubborn. They can be a little self-indulgent.
Yes.
They can be possessive or covetous. And they can be a little materialistic.
I feel like that's all I ever hear about Taurus.
Yeah. And
I never hear any good stuff.
What's the harm in any of that? They're stubborn, which means that they're going to accomplish things. When they set their sights on something, they are going to do it. Come hell or high water, they will find a way.
Yeah.
They teach us a good lesson. Now, it can also be to a detriment, but we can also find beauty in stubbornness. They're not going to give up easily. They're tenacious. They're self-indulgent, and it helps us to remember that we are worth indulging. It's the same thing with that materialisticness. There's nothing wrong with loving material things. If you love a label, love it. You're worth it. If you want to adorn yourself in like gold and jewels and all kinds of things, do it. You're worth it. And that's what Taurus is constantly teaching us, is that there is value in the things that you love. There is a value in investing in yourself and beauty and the things that make you feel luxurious and pampered and special. And it's constantly reminding us that we're worth it, and we don't need to consider what other people are going to think about it, because that's only going to rob us of our personal enjoyment.
I love
ain't got no time for that.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
They can also be a little possessive and covetous, which like, granted, not so sexy. But also at the same time, like you will know when a Taurus wants you in their lives because they feel so loyal and so confident and passionate about it that they will let you know that they want you. They want you in their lives and they want to be a part of your life as well. So you're going to know where you stand with a Taurus. They can get a little clingy, but I mean, like, you talk it out and you set up those standards and you just
communication
is like the boundaries and stuff. But there is a sense of stability, that drive for stability and security that they also look for to create in their lives. That comes from letting people know that like, I belong to you and you belong to me. So like, let's have like a mutually beneficial relationship and open communication so we know where we stand. Because when we play games and we hide things, that's when we create that instability and that friction. And no one wants to play those games. It feels uncomfortable and not great.
That's adulting. Being an adult in a relationship. Yes.
So and that comes too with like the like efficiency, like they don't have time to mess around. They're loyal and they want to get to the point. So they're going to say, hey, I like you. Do you like me? Let's do this thing.
Boom. I can appreciate that.
I love it. I love knowing where I stand with people.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about some key dates that you got to know for the month of May. If you thought that the crazy train was over, you're wrong.
No. Let me off. Let me off.
No, we were just warming up. So bust out your calendars, May 1st.
Oh, good Lord, May 1st. Okay.
May 1st to October 10th, Pluto will be retrograde. So we're looking here. Pluto is our furthest planet out. So it's what we would call more of like a generational planet, where this is going to be something that we will experience personally, but we're going to be seeing this on a much larger scale. So you want to be looking at your community, your group dynamics, because there's going to be some shifting in the power plays as Pluto starts to make its roll backwards. So it's going to start off in Aquarius and back all its way up into Capricorn. So what this is going to be showing us is we're going to be looking at like the way that our dynamics are as the group, as we're working together, and starting to look at if we had like any schemes in play or any rules of engagement that are too sticky, and not really helping us to progress in the way that we want to progress. So Pluto is our planet of transformation. It's also a planet that's really like aligned with like death and rebirth. So these are the things where we're looking at what is going to fall away that can help us launch forward in the transformation that we need to do, like a dawn of a new age. So with this
Now,
retrograde
Pluto,
pattern,
sorry, go ahead.
we will next, we will be moving, I think, I can't remember what the date is, but in 2020, early 2024, Pluto will make its way back into Aquarius, and we're going to be in Aquarius, and that will be the dawn of a new age because it spends a couple decades in its sign. So that is what this retrograde is. The purpose is going to serve as highlighting us so that we can pick up on what are the things that are those rules of engagement, that or the schemes, the structures in our groups, in our communities. What are those things that are set up that are no longer serving us? And what can shift? So what's going to fall away, what's going to die so that we can rebirth a new dynamic and a new structure, and how we can cohesively live together and build a better, brighter future as we enter that age of Aquarius.
Love it.
So because we are still in our eclipse portal, it's still suckers wide open, on May 5th, we will have our Scorpio lunar eclipse. So this is really exciting. This is this is the second to last piece of our Taurus Scorpio eclipse cycle. So last month we started with our Aries solar eclipse that's opening up a new eclipse portal that lasts like 15 to 18 months-ish. So we're wrapping up the last cycle with our Scorpio lunar eclipse, and then we'll complete it in the fall when we start moving through those, but we'll get to that in October.
Okay.
So this is a period of time with the lunar eclipse in Scorpio. This is a time that we really want to be reflecting back over the last like year and a bit of what's been sort of shaping and shifting the dynamics in our lives and who we are showing up as, that are ready to fully close off to make room for what's to come for us. We're really starting to open up to the idea that our controlling of the direction of our lives is really an illusion that we set up for ourselves. Like, we're kidding ourselves if we think that we're in control of our lives. I was actually just watching the trailer for the new season of Kardashians coming up, and one of the sound bites that was pulled from Khloe Kardashian is, "You want to see God laugh, make a plan."
Yes. Love that quote.
And that's a really like one of the big lessons that we're going to be getting out of this lunar eclipse in Scorpio, is that life is happening for us. So what are the tools and techniques and practices that we can put in our lives to be like a dance partner with the universe, instead of trying to micromanage what we think should be happening and trying to force it? And like, it's such a beautiful lesson to really be learning during an eclipse, because that's the practice that you want to take into an eclipse portal, is like letting go and trusting that it's all going to happen for you, because it just gets rougher and bumpier the more you try to resist it. And I think that that's like just an overall lesson of what we are meant to learn during our lifetime. And the sooner that we can get comfortable with just letting go and trusting that we are fully taken care of, getting in touch with our intuition, our like inner like mystic or intuition, like those things that like divinely live within us, the stronger that we can build that connection, the easier entire life flows. And that's one of the big things that Scorpio gifts to us, is understanding the deep feminine gifts and powers that exist within us, and that we don't have to try and seek out other things. It's better when we tune the rest out so that we can tune inward.
I love that. Like
and of course, because it's Scorpio, it's going to also help you to uncover like the inner demons and turmoil that you've been holding on to. What are those stories that you've been telling yourself that are really keeping you anchored in the past, that really are not the truth, but you've been holding on to because they keep you safe?
I love that. Okay, so a time of cleansing, cleaning out, letting go.
Yeah. Just let it like have a really good cry or something.
Okay. So I remember last eclipse, you said not, like there was so much going on that wasn't a manifestation time or a time to do any rituals.
Thing. Yeah. With the eclipses, you want to take passive steps. Mm-hmm. So nothing super active. Like you wouldn't want to like put your crystals out to charge, make moon water, do like a burning ceremony, anything like that. Like just really allow yourself to like sit and meditate, write, draw, sing, dance, any sort of like those more like energy moving things that allow you to just kind of like let go and allow the channel to come through you.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we have on May 7th, we have Venus entering Cancer. So this is really like spring has sprung and we are just like flowers in our eyes. Just everything is light and fluffy and beautiful and gorgeous. And we are feeling all the feels. I feel like there's a lot of emoji work happening here. We are just like, we're writing love notes. Like you remember in school when you would like write those love notes, people, or you'd make like those cootie catchers and stuff.
Yes.
We're just like playful and fun and just loving life. Like you might feel the need to like, if you have a crush, to like bake them something, just like really cute shit. It's just going to be like we're going to start feeling like really nice and lovely and just wanting some really deep, like heart connections and doing things for the people that we care about in our lives, that like, it doesn't have to be like over and above, but coming directly from the heart and shows how much you care for that individual.
I love that. Okay. So not just in a romantic sense, but just people that you care for.
Yeah, absolutely. Like if you have a friend that you feel like you've been neglecting them lately, like make a fresh batch of cookies and show up at their place with them.
Oh, that would be cool. That would be great. Yes. Okay.
That is a very like Venus Cancer thing to do. Or like pick them like some, if you're driving past and you see some wildflowers, like pick a bouquet of flowers. Keep them for yourself too. Like don't forget to treat yourself during this time doing these little things. Like if you're feeling down, you bake yourself that batch of cookies.
Yes.
You those wildflowers.
I love that.
A picnic? Oh, absolutely.
This is picnic season now. This is perfect.
It is. It's a great time. It's low key. It's just like so comfortable and loving and beautiful. Okay, so here's the good news. On the 14th, Mercury goes direct. Woo! Everyone, like, calm down. Stop your cheering. We get it. You're excited. It's been a rough ride. We've had retrogrades and eclipse portals happening. It's a lot. Now, we do still have our retro shade period happening. So for the next 2 weeks, we do still have some after effects. It's like the aftershock of what has happened. So still like start to come out of it, but tread lightly. Like, you know, when we like go through earthquake drills in school and we were like shuffling our feet, like you can get up and move, but just like don't like lift up and step, shuffle. Approach that way.
That's the perfect way of saying it. Yes.
So Mercury is going to be going direct, and it's going to be going direct under the sign of Taurus. So if you have been having some communication breakdowns as of late, as Mercury comes out in Taurus, it's really going to help us to have some really good, clear, direct communication to clear the air and figure out some productive and positive solutions to things.
Mm-hmm.
So it might not immediately solve any problems, but it's going to give us that boost forward that we need to get ourselves in the right direction.
Okay. So obviously through retrograde, it's communication, technology, travel. So if you have been having issues, that's why. And
yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yes. Take deep breaths. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. I always keep it as like a rule of thumb. It's like, as I'm doing things during any point in time, but especially a retrograde, I'll start to notice that like I start getting like, feel like that flush that it a lot faster. Like I feel like antsier or I feel triggered faster. And I'm like, it's a retrograde. So I'll just be like, okay, I'm moving too fast. Let's take a deep breath. It's not that serious. Chill.
I've definitely been feeling that, like way more anxious the past week and a half. And I've just like, in a good thing, I've actually just stopped and like gone for a walk around the block or something, just taking myself out of it to decompress, then come back.
Yeah. And then it works immediately. And that is what retrograde is trying to get you to do.
There we go.
It's like give yourself some
Pay attention
to reflect. Yeah, that is the whole goal of this. I just said I was doing a teaching earlier inside the Rebel Wellness Facebook group, and that was one of the points that I was trying to get across was the goal in all of this, like all of the practices that we're doing, understanding human design, understanding astrology, doing the mindset work, getting all these tools, like eating healthy and exercising, everything that we do to try and create a better life for ourselves. The goal is not to remove the uncomfortable things or the road bumps or like any of those things, because those are just a fact of life. You're never going to remove them. But what you are doing is training yourself to a point where those things are fewer and farther between and have less of an impact on your life when they do occur.
Yes.
That's
Amen.
So shit's going to happen during a retrograde, no matter how prepared you are, no matter how prepared I am, knowing that there's an eclipse portal and life is going to get chaotic. It's going to happen. I can prepare all the live long day, but it's not, all the preparedness is not going to stop the thing from happening. The goal is that you prepare yourself so that it doesn't take over your life and completely knock you on your ass and you're out of the game. You have the tools to work through it, and hopefully that gets you going better, faster, farther.
Love that. It's the awareness.
Information, baby. Information.
Exactly.
Is what is going to help to drive you forward. Okay, so May 16th, Jupiter enters Taurus. So Jupiter is leaving its year route in Aries and it's moving into Taurus. So this is really going to be, if you have Jupiter in Taurus, this is what we would call your Jupiter year, which is your year to shine. Jupiter is our planet of like fame, fortune, luck. It's expansion. It rules Sagittarius. It is, I call it the lottery ticket planet.
Yes.
So I'm really excited. My Jupiter is in Gemini. So like I'm on the cusp of my Jupiter year. I can't wait for that.
So that'll be next month, right? Because
Jupiter takes a year to cycle.
Oh, okay. So next, okay.
So we're entering into Jupiter and Taurus. It'll be there for roughly about a year. So what this is going to be experiencing for all of us, if you have Jupiter and Taurus, this is going to be your time to shine. This is going to be a fruitful year for you, where like the things that you touch turn to gold. But for the rest of us, we're going to be looking at like financial growth is going to be really activated for us, and really kind of simplifying and streamlining our goals and our systems and how we approach things. And as we're taking that sort of approach, that is where like we're going to see the success, and specifically the monetary success comes in. Jupiter loves money. So does Taurus.
Nice.
Right.
Okay.
So like
that's very good
those
news.
of us who are like entrepreneurs, even things like, honestly, like this is just hitting me right now, but like deciding to add in something like Arbonne, even as a side hustle or as like an extended line on your business, it's something that puts you in a power position to diversify your income, to diversify the power that you have in your life, to like bring in more freedom and more resources for you to create the life that you want to create. You know, it's just expanding that, and you're going to have more success because Jupiter loves that sort of entrepreneurial spirit, or just that sort of spirit that's trying to figure out how you can make your resources work for you and put you in a better position.
Love that. I'm feeling like, I don't know. I kind of want to ask you, like, how do you know? Like, if in human design, we always say it's your strategy and authority.
Mm-hmm.
If human design isn't your thing and you're just focused on astrology, how do you know? What do you look to or tap into?
Depends on what it is that you're questioning.
Okay, like in this sense, what to add to your business?
So things that you would look for to add into your business. So Jupiter would be a great place to look to see like where your natural gifts and talents exist.
Okay.
Mars, because that's how you like to take action. That's how you show up in leadership.
Nice.
The 10th house, whatever is activated in there, your 10th house is like your legacy, which is really associated with like your purpose and where you work. So your 10th house midheaven positions or your placements in there are really great to look for. So if you're looking at like where, like what I like love the entrepreneurial spirit, you'll want to look in like those places there. Capricorn is also a really good placement to look at when it comes to any sort of work stuff. Capricorn is our nose to the grindstone. It is the place that we show up in our work ethic, our leadership skills as well, how we lead a team, how we like to be led.
Nice. Okay, that's super helpful.
Yeah.
See, I knew you'd have the answer.
So yeah, it's like a lot of times like with human design, I say like with people like get your human design right and you'll figure out your whole life.
Yeah.
Astrology is, this is why I like it transitly. And when people are doing like natal readings, it provides more context, but looking at yourself as an individual, if you want to understand yourself, you look to human design because it is just so like clear and concise and it makes sense. Whereas astrology is really an art and science. It's a lot of interpretations, a lot of it like overlaps itself, and you can look to a lot of different places to get a really good understanding about yourself, but it is much more like of an art and science, whereas human design is like, it is what it is. You are who you are.
It's there, right?
This is your user manual. Take it and thrive.
Perfect.
Okay, so then on May 19th, we have our Taurus new moon. So this is going to be our first moon where we're out of the eclipse portal and we are free to start doing active manifestations again. And under this new moon, your senses are really activated. So it's really going to be a beautiful time for you to do a like gorgeous ceremony that really hits all the senses of what it is that you want to cultivate in your life. Take yourself out for a really nice dinner, or like go like pop a bottle of champagne, like whatever success feels like to you. Really do all the things that are going to really evoke that and get you into that feeling of being in that moment when you've really accomplished your goal.
Okay.
really enjoy all of the things, like you could make it like a whole day long thing. Like if you like your fresh cup of coffee in the morning, if like having that in peace and quiet first thing in the morning is the thing that feels really good for you, make sure you luxuriate it that morning, and like just everything you do on that day, really soak in the gorgeousness and the luxury of it. Like take it to another level, really romanticize it.
Well, that's daily, baby.
Even better.
Love it.
Okay. And then on May 20th, we have Mars entering Leo.
Ooh.
This is really exciting. This is a place
fiery.
It is fiery. Mars is rules Aries. So we've got a fire action planet in a fire action sign. This is, I have a Mars Leo. We like to take big action. We're fierce. You want to hear that lion roar? This is where it happens.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we haven't had this energy in a little while, so it's going to feel real good here. So you want to make things, like if you're doing things, like feel free to be extra about it. We're going to be in this energy until, we're going to be in this energy until my birthday on July 10th.
So it's hanging around. I love it.
Yes. So it's going to like there's no such thing as too much. Go all in everything that you want to do, everything that you love, every action you take. Like be bold, be confident, be fierce.
Yes. Underline.
Underline.
That reminds me of Lizzo. Big energy. Yes.
Big energy. Go out there, be fierce, be bold.
Yes.
This is like when you do that, when you are like unapologetically going after what it is that you want and taking those steps that really move you forward, doing what you love and accomplishing what you want, you are rewarded for it. Leo is ruled by the sun. It is the life source or life energy. So that is like what you are working with here. Like what is going to fuel your soul? Go after it.
You have permission, people. Go after
it. Get after it.
Nice.
And then lastly, on the 21st, we begin Gemini season. And this is really where we start to feel those summer Friday feelings starting to creep into place. Friday is going to start to feel a little harder to be at the office, to be focusing on work. And instead, we're going to be wanting to like be at a
happy hour,
poolside, driving up to the Hamptons, like escaping somewhere, something to be social and doing anything other than what we're supposed to be doing.
Amen. Yes. Cocktail hour, beach time.
Oh,
all those things.
Happy hours are going to be starting to pop off. It is a fun season. I love Gemini season. See, it's already happening.
It is. I'm already feeling it.
Start taking a shot every time I say I love a sign.
We will be drunk. Oh my goodness.
Drink responsibly.
Yes, after the show. Oh, that feels so good.
Yeah, so there is like we're still going to have some chaos, but we've got some really exciting energy coming to round out the month. We're just going to start the month with still learning some lessons and like, getting thrust forward in where we're supposed to be thrust forward. But remember, it's all happening for you.
Yeah. Again, get that tattooed. It's all happening.
Honestly, like you guys know that I can't go an episode without referencing Bravo.
Of course.
Sheena Shea from Vanderpump Rules.
Yes.
I will bring this up anytime someone says it's all happening. I'm like, Sheena Marie Shea has it tattooed on her arm.
It's a great reminder.
It is.
Oh. Wow, I am so excited. I have to say, like, initially I was thinking, again, I had a whole different concept of Taurus. And when I thought of the bull, I thought of like a bull in a china shop, like bumping into things, being very chaotic and unaware and all these different things. But Taurus is cool.
Yeah.
Again, they're all important. But again, why this sign is important for us to recognize and see in ourselves where we can take advantage of it and highlight the gifts of it.
It is, honestly, it's the reason why I love talking about astrology so much, is because it's the story that it builds and creates.
Yeah.
Which is, you see it, and it's all, then we understand why every single sign, every single planet, every single house is so important. It all serves a purpose.
It truly does. Oh, I'm glad you said that. Okay, so remind us again for the new people. How do we find out like where our placements are for certain things, houses, and like you were saying with the different planets, knowing where Jupiter is or Mercury, that sort of thing?
Mm-hmm. Like, do you mean like where to pull your charts?
Yeah, like is there a place you recommend us to,
yes,
for a newbie to go and pull charts?
I always go to astro.com. That's my favorite resource. You can go, there's like a cool, they have so many resources there. They have a really detailed chart. But they also have, if you look under, like when you go to pull your chart and you look under personality, they have an Astro click chart.
Oh,
this is where it sets them apart. And this is why I always recommend them as the best free resource, is because it gives you, you can click on the different placements in your chart. And guys, when we say placements in astrology, we mean planet, sign, house. So that would be a placement. Like for me, I have Mars in Leo in the 11th. That's a placement.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So you can click on your placements and it'll tell you what that placement means for you.
That's incredible. Okay.
It is such a good resource.
And then to go deeper into certain areas, then we definitely would then want to work with you.
Absolutely. Come book, baby.
So I'm curious, like if someone is interested in taking this to the next level, say for business, we can book a session with you. And can we have a whole session just on business, mindset, career focus?
You want to talk about business, you want to talk about relationships, you want to talk about any area of your life, you want to do a combo of some things, like you want to get into relationships and business, or friendships, or health, wellness, money, purpose. Purpose is a big one.
Oh, always. Number one thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So
like purpose and money.
Book a session and just let me know. Like, I have like a little note section in there. You just let me know what it is that you're looking for. I will reach out to you before a session just to like ask a couple questions, just to make sure it's as thorough as possible and answering any questions that you have want to focus on. Yeah.
Sweet. Cool. Okay. And then so are there more things coming up on a side note with Rebel? What is it? Rebel Bell?
Rebel Wellness. We are going to be launching a podcast called Rebel Well.
I love it.
Yes, we're really excited about that. Right now we're just focusing on the launch of our Arbonne line and our Facebook group. But then for me, I'm going to be launching a new program called Mogul Energy.
Where do you get these names from?
I am merely a channel working.
You come up with the best titles for your programs.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
I've been working a lot with clients, entrepreneurs, side hustles, service providers, and just women who want to level up in their careers and really just kind of wanting to scale their businesses, scale their careers, but also like making sure that their lives are taken care of as they're leveling up, because we can't be lopsided in our lives. We can't just focus on our careers and let everything else fall aside. It has to move up together. So I'm creating this program that I'm just about ready to launch, Mogul Energy, that is really about that. It's about embodying that Mogul energy, which is about having the resources, influence, and power to create change and impact the life that it is that you want to create. What I like to say, the life that you're obsessed with. So it's a combination of using your human design as a foundation and then really working through the money mindset, the business mindset, as well as your confidence and your worth, and getting you to a point where you can boldly, fearlessly, unapologetically walk into any room, close deals, make money, own who it is that you are, and develop the relationships, the businesses, the prosperity that you want in your life.
Boom.
We're hot, healthy, happy, and wealthy up in here. That's what we're about in Mogul Energy.
Oh, I am so freaking proud of you.
I'm really excited about it. It's going to be a fucking like badass program.
It sounds like it. I mean, all your programs have been amazing. So I have no doubt this is going to be any less.
This is like, if I'm being honest, this is one that I've been resisting for the last like 3 years. I don't know why I've been resisting it. I think it's just like, I don't think I wanted to be like a business coach. I think because I was coming out of the corporate world and like having to lick my own wounds from that for a while and starting to unlearn and relearn. And I'm just like more and more finding that that's where I thrive. I love being a professional woman. I love having that purpose. I love being in the energy of women who are going out and creating independence and lives and careers and money and taking our power back in that. And the more that all of us do that, whether like you work for a business and want to scale up to management, director, like like the C-suite positions or whatever it is, the more that we take up our space and own it, the better we all are for it. And that's what Mogul Energy is about.
Ah, I got chill bumps. I love it. I love it. So there will be info. Well, your connections, your contact information will be below. So we can definitely click that to be directed for more information.
Yes.
All right. Well, that was a lot.
And I think we're on time.
Yes, I just texted my next interview person and we're okay.
Okay, thank goodness. I'm sweating.
No, you did great. You did great. Thank you so much, Heather, as always. Another amazing AstroLOVE. All right, everybody.
Always a good time.
Always, always. Stay tuned for some crazy outtakes at some point.
We always deliver on the outtakes.
Always. Love it. Pick up your copy of Bridgerton.
Can't hype it enough.
If you're not aware.
Okay, we talked for I don't even know how long about my obsession with Bridgerton. The series, yes, but the books, people, is where we need to be reading. That is where we need to be spending our time. And then if you're not reading the books, you need to be listening to the playlist on Spotify.
Which I didn't even know existed. It's amazing. It's amazing what's up here.
You will not regret
what's in your head.
And then you come and slide into my DMs because I need to talk. I have ruined my sister-in-law's life.
Legit.
It has taken over her life. I didn't even tell you this. I was telling my dad about how much I was enjoying it and how my sister-in-law is like so consumed by it as well. And he immediately pulled it up and he's like, maybe I'll start listening to it before bed because he likes to listen to audiobooks before bed.
Yes. It's gonna be a family affair. Oh,
no, I need to have my father listening to Bridgerton. I need everyone to do it.
Done. Jumping on board.
Yeah. Honestly, 'tis the season. Like Taurus is a sensual creature, and those books are thirsty as heck.
That's why it's right on time.
Move over 50 Shades of Grey. Bridgerton is moving in. We are getting down in the ton.
Yes. Yes. And on that note, we out of here.
Love you all.
Love you guys. We'll see you soon. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I'll see you soon, girly.
Bye.
Bye.